The real trick is making sure that both those lines are level. Mine aren't. Hi guys, my name is Matty Conrad, and I'm going to show you the 4 easy steps to take care of your beard at home. Now, I know a lot of us are feeling a little overgrown these days because we haven't been able to go and see our barber to take care of our beards. And grooming your beard can be a really tricky procedure. Well, I'm going to show you just a few easy ways that you can take care of it at home that'll get you over the hump. Step 1 is wash your beard. Now, this is a really important step because beards gather a lot of bacteria, collect food and all sorts of other things. It's really important, especially right now, to keep your beard clean. So choose a beard cleanser that you can use every single day, something that's gentle and something that is going to moisturize the skin beneath the beard to prevent flakiness. Now, for those of you that are quarantining with a partner, my biggest suggestion is take a towel and lay it down over top of your sink. This will help you avoid all those little hairs that gather and just make your partner crazy. Step 2 is detangling. For this, I like to use a wide tooth pick because it puts a lot less tension on the beard hair. As you run it through the beard, you want to keep going through until you feel no more tension and no more pulling of the beard. Once you've done that all the way through, you've gotten rid of all the tangles, and you're ready to move on to step 3. Step 3 is the interior. That's the bulk and the shape of the beard. For this, we want to take our adjustable clipper and set it halfway open, which means you're going to move the lever halfway between all the way forward and all the way back. Turn it on and take the clipper upside down, creating a nice straight line working downwards. Always working downwards with the beard will help you preserve length. If you work upwards, it's going to grab the hair and you're going to take chunks. Working downwards will make it smoother. Start from the top near the sideburn and create a wall straight down the side, just looking for the hairs that are sticking out and flying away. You want to think of this area kind of like a wall, and make this nice and flat and smooth. Once you've taken your first pass, take a brush and brush the hair down. You'll notice as you do this, other additional hairs pop out that you didn't get before because they were tangled in the beard. Do this 2 or 3 times and repeat the process until the side is nice and smooth. Then you're going to repeat this on the other side. Once you've got the walls finished on either side, nice and flat and smooth with no flyaways, work very slightly underneath the chin, but be careful in this area. You don't want to remove too much hair because this is where the bulk of the beard is. Brush the hair down slightly and just take one single pass over top underneath your mouth. It looks better already. The second part of the interior is called the shelf, and that's the length of the beard underneath. This should have a slight downward angle forward so it looks more like a jaw shape. What you want to do is tilt your head back, take your clipper inverted, and punch a straight line from the front length of the beard right towards your Adam's apple. Once you've done a single pass, take your pick and pull down any hairs that may be tangled underneath. And take a second pass to clean it up. This area underneath the neck will grow hair. Your goal is to make sure that you don't see any hair growing on the neck behind the front line or the length of the beard. If you see hair growing down here, clean that up. My suggestion is to take your clipper first, reverse it, and work upwards just softly on the neck to take the hair nice and short before you shave it. This will make it much more comfortable for you to remove with a razor or with a trimmer. Now it's time for step 4, which is the outline. Now the outline of the beard is very important and it's broken down into 3 steps. The top line, the base line, and the lip line. Let's start with the top line. To create a strong top line, you're trying to create a nice clean line from the corner of the sideburn towards the corner of the mouth. This line can either be straight or it can be slightly curved. Most people wear their line slightly curved, but if you have a wider face shape, I suggest using a straight line. It'll make you look leaner. Take your trimmer and turn it on, inverted, and punch a line descending from the corner of the sideburn toward the corner of the mouth. Once you want to remove the hairs that grow up in the cheeks, turn your clipper over and push up away from that line. This gives your beard the appearance of being thicker and stronger. Repeat it on the opposite side. The real trick is making sure that both those lines are level. Mine aren't. Much better. The baseline is the bottom part of the outline of the beard. It starts behind the ear and descends all the way around the Adam's apple and up the other side. You want this to be as clean and strong as possible. Start from behind the ear, making sure you hold the bulk of the beard out of the way and outline it using your trimmer, delicately pressing a line in. Now we have a nice line from the corner of the jaw descending towards the Adam's apple. It's easiest to just lift your head, carve in a nice straight line right at the corner. And work your way down towards the Adam's apple. Now we're going to start on the opposite side. Brush through your hair just to make sure you got all the pieces and that there aren't any additional flyaways. The lip line, which is the last step. You want to make sure that your mustache isn't going over the crest of the mouth. So to do that, I like to comb all of the hair forward, and I like to create something that peaks very slightly in the center. For people that have short beards, they can follow the top lip line, creating a soft peak in the center using their trimmer. But for longer beards, it's better to create an arcing shape away to the corner. To do that, turn your clipper on its side, start in the center, and roll outwards towards the corner of the mouth. Once you're all finished, I highly recommend applying beard oil to nourish and moisturize the beard. To apply a beard oil, just take 2 or 3 drops and work it between the palms of your hands. Apply it throughout the beard vigorously so it gets all the way through and coats all of the hair. To finish it off and make sure it gets all the way through the beard, use a natural bristle brush. Natural bristles have a tendency to move oil around in the hair and will actually help you condition the beard. And there we have a perfectly groomed, longer beard. So when it comes to growing out a beard, let's say you've never had one before and you're looking at COVID quarantine as your opportunity to go for it. A couple of steps need to happen. First of all, you need to stop shaving. You need to see what's going to grow in and how thick. Some people have very dense growth all over their face, and some people have very patchy areas. That's okay, because not all beards need to look the same. There's lots of different types of beards that you can pick. If you have very patchy cheeks or bald spots, you may want to consider going with something lower, maybe a goatee, or simply rocking the mustache, because I think that's cooler than people give it credence to. But if you are somebody that's trying a beard out and has a full growth all over, I highly suggest just focusing on the outline of the beard for the first 2 to 3 months and letting the bulk of the beard grow in. The only area where you may want to consider trimming it down slightly is in the cheek area and making sure the outline stays nice and crisp from the corner of your jaw to the top of your Adam's apple. That's going to give you the strongest beard shape and give you a fighting chance at growing a damn fine looking beard. Good luck and good grooming.